Welcome to the Grand Design Series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 4th of April 1973, which is about 5-6 months on from the end of the last part, where I made quite a critical mistake in this area. And just to show you part of the consequences of this is the fact I've now managed to overload my old water tower here. And more importantly, I've lost a lot of population for two reasons. If I come into here, we're going to have to go back. I think it's back to the beginning of... Oops, no, go back by the month. Go back by the month. What you'll see there is that really big drop off. In fact, if I show you it this way, we went from just under 60,000 right down to just about 57,000. So you can see there we lost what, nearly 3,000 populations, partly to deaths, partly to escapes. And part of the reason was here, because if you watch the previous video, be aware that I actually put I let people into here when there was actually no water available. And what I've done to fix this is the fact that I've now put in another water production plant here. But what I do need to do now is we're going to go underground and find the water pipes, and I've got to demolish this. I'm not going to, I want to keep this just in case, but what we need to do is make sure that, where's my demolition crew? Back underground as well. And the pipe is, we're just going to remove you, and hopefully what that will do is just restore some ability for the water to be put into here. Now if I show you here, you can see that we are producing a surplus of water here, but the problem is the connection is wrong, in the sense that I've got 3 pipelines running up to here. And yeah, I know the happiness is too low. We'll be talking about that in a little while. But at the same time, what I should have done is actually opened up one of these connections, and I still might do it, but we'll have to demolish it first so that we can possibly run a water line out that way. But at the moment, all I want to do is just get rid of that line so that the focus will shift to this pumping station here. At the moment, you can see this is only moving 4 cubic meters of water per day out of here. And you can see I've also run one right down to here, which is not shifting any real water whatsoever. But we are getting a little bit of wastewater being produced. So that was my first kind of mistake, and then of course I compounded it by adding that extra terminal. But I think we got that. Now the other thing, and this is what's mainly the responsible for so many of the deaths and desertions, is over in good old Stilton here. And if I show you around here, well, if I show you this is where the unhappiness is coming from. And if I show you the happiness here, come in here, you'll see that the happiness is down to 43%, 50%, and all across the board here. And this is a good example of where you can't rely on this average here, because this is only dropped by a few percent, because I had it up over 80%. It only dropped 6%. But you can see that the population almost crashed here, and it's going to have to rebuild again. And the reason for that is that up here, a snowplow got stuck, and in this kind of area here, I've got absolutely no reason, I've got absolutely no idea why, but that snowplow got stuck. And then what happened was the buses couldn't get into the heating plant here, and that meant that the whole of Stilton got cold. And because I was fiddling around trying to sort out the problems up in the with the water plumbing, I didn't notice it. And this is where the game can actually catch you out. In fact, I think I've just noticed something. I've got a footpath in here. I think I'm going to remove you and trim you back and just hook you up there, because I think that another footpath there may have that. So I'm going to get loads and loads of messages like this until the happiness rebuilds. And as I say, this is what can happen. And because, of course, once the happiness gets too low, then you start getting the other messages, because I think I've got through the worst of it now. And this is one of the reasons why when you plan shops and other services in quite a major city, you always need overcapacity, because when the happiness gets too low, you get this situation arrive where you've got some people selling the goods the shops are missing. And the reason for that is it's not the fact that we don't have the capacity, it's the fact that the people in here have a low productivity. And when these people have a low productivity, you can see the average productivity in here is 30%. And then what that means is that because these have got low productivity, that means they serve less people. And then what you get is a compounding problem, which actually continues until you get the happiness back up again. This is where things can go really badly wrong in your economy. Now, the next thing I want to check is over here, because we got surplus here. So I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about food. In fact, and the only way I can think of trying to improve it is by putting in extra food capacity, because of course we are building quite a major town out here. Over there, our new town. And that's the reason why in this part, what I want to do is focus a bit more on trying to put some extra support services in. And to that end, I want to, well, I'll just give you a bit more of an update of where changes have come. The other thing I've had a little bit of a thought about is the fact that I wanted to give myself a little bit of an option here with respect to importing iron as well, because we've got 2 steel mills here. And I'm not 100% convinced that the 2 iron ore iron mines here are going to be enough. The first area I want to work on is I want to take a look over here, because I've got a feeling as our town grows up over in our new area, because we've got a lot more population to add into that, I'm starting to think that I need to really start using the resources from these 2 farms here, and eventually there will be a 3rd farm, possibly even a 4th farm out here. And one of the key elements of the game is food. So what I want to do is plan a food factory out here. And so we're going to come in here, and so what we got is this food factory. Now this food factory creates 7.8 tons of pollution per year. So that means it's got to be about 400 or 500 meters away from our town centre here. But we do have the possible population here to kind of get there. We can put a bus stop here, use this workforce to drive our food factory. And again, this is a little bit of long-term planning. And I think we just check 7.8 tons. It's got to be about at least 500 meters away. So we're talking about there. And I'm just gonna kind of, well, I just mark it with an X at the moment. So we've got to put a food factory out about there. And of course, in fact, I could push it out a little bit further, but I don't want to push it out too far because I don't want to be totally reliant on buses. But what I'm thinking is, in fact, it'd be nice if I actually put an option where I can, how can you put it, possibly build 2 food factories or other buildings. So I think we'll start with the silo. Now we are going to need a fairly big silo. I think what we will do is we'll push this, it's nice and flat here. So if I push the silo out like that, because I want all those connections on that side. Yeah, I think if we put the silo there, and then put the food factory, actually if I push the road junctions on that side, if I put you, if I flip that the other way, Now I could put it that way, couldn't I? I think the solution is going to be is we plan 2 food factories and build 1. So if I put a food factory there, I'm trying to think. Yeah, if I put 1 that way, that's the wrong way round. Because I don't know, if I put you there, put you in tight, then put a second food factory there like that. Yeah, stop telling me the citizens. And then if we put a warehouse in the center here, where's the warehouse? What a fairly big warehouse. Which will hold, this will hold 550 tons of food. This will hold 800 tons of food. Wow, that's going to be a... Yeah, I think if we put you in there, I mean, we can fiddle around with the settings if as and when we feel the need for it. That would give me room. Let me just see if I've got a... Yeah, we've got footpath connections there, so we can bring an underground footpath into there. And then, of course, everything's going to be done with rail, so get rid of that road connection now. Just come in here, we'll put a rail cargo platform there like that. Yeah, I think we can run it out like that. And the road can come off that side. So first thing we're going to do is put in a rail connection. We will run the railway through here and kind of curve you. Oops. Finger slipped. Run you there. Of course, we need to keep this set in such a way that we can run even more rail out to the farm, and we possibly may want the option. So we're going to come out here and then curve you round like that, and we're put... Come on, game, you can do it. Oh, great. Let me just try and get that even a little bit straighter. Actually, this is a long station platform, isn't it? Okay, let me just dogleg this back like that. You can come, put a slight curve in, then a straight towards the track like that. That means we can put the crossover there, and then we can run you up along the track there, and then run you into there like that. Again, we're just going to remove the nodes. Slip them out. We've got a building on fire. Oh, it's right next there. Good to see you guys on the job. Still a little bit worried about traffic jam. I'm going to be a little bit more paranoid about. Oh no, that's only there because while we're over here, actually, where are we? I've got a little bit of a traffic jam. Just coming to here, operating here, which is of course for concern. And what I've started to do is I need to start working on asphalting in this road, because I think part of the problem, actually, let me just check here. Yeah, that's a priority. That's a priority. So why are you? I'm just gonna see if I can jazz that up a bit. That's a bit better. I've got a feeling I need to start asphalting this road here, because as you can see, it's we've got a lot going on here as well. Yeah, I think it will settle down over time. Where's all these trucks come? Oh, these must have. But again, these trucks are wasted because at the moment this isn't asphalted. I do need to work on that, but okay, these guys have got nothing to do. So I think what we will do is we'll start here and see if we can. I think we're going to. Okay, I can't get these guys. Yeah, you've picked up straight away. I think if I can speed up the road flow through here a little bit, but it's going to be a bit tricky. Okay, back to our food factory. So apologies, this is going to be odds and ends and more long-term planning, but it's going to be quite important to get it done. Now, again, we're going to have to come out. I'm going to come out very, very straight, almost in this direction, like this. And it's going to be a bit of a problem here, isn't it? Though this is a very long station, so I think we can keep this in pretty tight, because what's the actual length of this station? Bearing in mind that I run trains of 110. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be adequate, because and then actually I think we might push this out a little bit. Let me just press shift. Let's just delete that. I think what we'll do is we'll kind of bring you round like that. And if I run you like that, and then if I take you back like that, and run you like that, just remove those, and I'm gonna put you there like that. Now we are going to get grain trains coming in from this direction, so we are, whoops, thank you game. So we're going to have to run down like that. I think that will be long enough. Yeah. So what that will mean is that I press accept on that. That will mean that we will have trains that will come into here, go out that way, connect to here, bring grain into here, or crops into here, and then that will get things going. And of course, what we're going to have to do is put road connections in. we're probably going to need fire coverage here. I think we'll bring this road out this way. Trim you back a bit like that. Of course, the other thing we will also need out here is water. You can get out there. And you're going to have to come around like that. And we're going to need a road connection here. Out there and one from there. So probably would bring if we can bring a road across there? Yeah, we can. So we are going to need a fire station out here. You can connect to there. Again, this shouldn't be the most busiest of tracks, because it's only going to be it's only going to be for bringing workers out here, and the only trains that should come out this way, because we're not going to build any towns out here, is going to be for kind of servicing the farm and the food factory. So we don't need a bridge there. And then that will hook into there, that will hook into there. You can come round and hook into there as well, like that. So that will give us this connection here. And what that will also mean is that we've got... this is a construction office. If you've got connections, yeah, good. We can now set these guys on, working their way out this way. I know I've got to put water into here, but we could possibly bring water down to from up here, but then we're also going to need to put a sewage outfall, which is to there. But I'll work on that later on, because at the moment I just want to do there. Now the next thing we're going to do is just check Stilton again. Yeah, the happiness is slowly creeping up, so we can now get rid of this. Just what the next thing, of course, we're going to need to keep an eye on is the trains. Okay, got a fire here. Okay, our rail crews are not doing anything. Let me just get out here. Let me just check. Okay, I think I would like you working on that one. Let me just check the electrification. This is electrified. Just see. A shift. Okay, we need that electrified. We need this bridge electrified as well. Okay, we'll just do that. I must have. I think we're them to work on the two bridges there as well. And of course the other crew, rail crew, should be, how many jobs have you got? You're down to 3. I think we could probably slip in a 4th one. How are you doing up here? You're coming through that tunnel. Let me just move you there. Is any... No, okay. I think you can work on that connection there. Now this area we are pushing in very, very slowly. Quite oddly, our friends in the north have already built their power cable. We are working... Oh, this one's now finished as well. So we've got the power connections in. What we do need to do is keep working out this way. This has been built. I think we're far enough away from there now that we can. I need to put a crossover here. Slip that in as well, because I need this to be isolated so that when we push out this way. And while we're here, just talk a little bit about the plans, because we've got oil here on this out over here. So what I'm starting to think is as this town matures, we're going to push our highway out here, because what we've also got out here is iron ore in this valley here. So what we're going to be doing is pushing out to try and get the oil in this area. But I haven't made up my mind whether to go for a pipeline. In fact, while we're here, let me just check the flow. Where's my oil pipeline? It's here. Yeah, I think, well, we don't have a backlog or anything from these pump jacks, do we? No. To see, and that pipeline runs. It's over here. You're not waiting, so that means that no, we're kind of. Let me see. We don't have anything here, so if we run there. Oh, the other thing I'm also doing is building this. The reason for that is that I'm a bit worried about the fact that we're now using more and more chemicals. So I thought what I'm going to do is bring the second chemical plant back online. Or online, not back online. Right. Here, I think we're just going to need to... Oh, we've now finished this block here, but I don't think we've got any over 21s at the moment. So at the moment we can just keep building this in here to get these blocks up and running. Let's see, what's your reach? Yeah, you can get down to the shopping mall there. In fact, we don't actually have any unemployment in this area at the moment, I don't think. There's no one lives here. I don't want anyone. We got a little bit of unemployment down here, but we're not too worried about that. I'm trying to build in this road here because this is going to be our secondary residential area, which is going to supply the workers to here. So at the moment we've got lots and lots of here, but very little unemployment. If I actually show you here, we've already got a population of 7,000 in here, but part of that is being sucked up by this area here. So, but once we start bringing these big blocks online, that will start to fill out that area. So that is working okay. I just want to check. And we've got 49 tons of food in there. Now, what I want to do is now, probably for the rest of this video, we're now going to focus a little bit on here. I'm just going to pause so we can see what we've done. Because we're currently building the power out to here. This area here, so what we're going to need is the workforce to drive this area. And part of that workforce is going to come from here. So we've got most of the services in their area. The two things that are missing is heating and water and sewage. So we need to kind of plumb this area in so that once the population recovers, we can start to get people in here. We're also going to need the logistics for this area here, which I think I'm going to do first. Because at the moment we are importing everything through this kind of little... here, so we're going to need a logistics center to ship the food. We need to keep it separate from the food supply here. I think we've got a little bit of space here for a let me just see. Yeah, I was looking at heating plants. We will come back to that in a minute. Distribution office. Now we're going to need a fairly big one. I got medium gravel. This is going to have 7 trucks on it. I think we're going to put 2 distribution offices here, because it's a long way out that way, and we're going to have to deal with actually, I think what we're going to need is, where is the technical offices? Do we have a technical office out here? Because we're going to need to keep this area free of snow as well. I think what we will do is, we're going to need a technical office here. So if we put you about there, and eventually I think what we're also probably going to need here, actually we're going to need 2 technical offices here. One is for clearing snow, the other one is going to be for waste collection, because eventually the waste in this area will start to get quite bad. And I haven't actually put any real waste collection in here, because of course at the moment this is not running particularly there, but we don't need to worry about that. I just want to focus on here. Right, let's go back to the hint that I've got. I'm going to go to heating plants, geo. Oops. Now this is going to be a little bit of a experiment, in the sense that I want to try out geothermal heating, and I want now this town could get quite big eventually. So what we need is, what's the heating for a normal heating plant? Let me just see. A standard heating plant is 210 kilojoules. 36. Got 240 here. This will produce 3.6 tons of pollution. So, in 3.6 tons, again, we've got to be over 500 to ensure protection. We would need to put this out 500 units away. Let me just see how far away that would actually be. If we come back this way, we could put a geothermal plant just on this side of the ridge, and we're not going to have, I think in some ways that might work. The alternative is that, let me just cancel that, is we come out this way. So say for example we pick up from there, we would need to have the geothermal plant out about there. Maybe that might be quite so bad. What we got here, this is 160. What was it? This would be 240. So say I put it out about there. Yeah, I think we could make it work by putting it out here. Aha, okay. We're going to have to be, well, the game's going to choose where we put it. I think if we put it there, that would be far enough out. And I'm probably going to run a road out here anyway. So if I just stick out that, upgrade this road, remove that node there. Gamer. Now we are going to build ports out here, so this coming out this way with the road isn't going to be the end of the world. So if we put the geothermal plant in there, and what we're going to need to do is put a heat exchanger in the center here, which will give us the maximum amount of coverage. Be nice to put it in about here, somewhere in around here. Heat exchanger. Put the first one on this side. It's gonna look horribly out of place, but this is the decision of the central committee, so actually maybe it's a little bit too intrusive. We could probably put it, actually we can get the coverage from there, so we don't really need to stick it in the middle of the town. And eventually we'll probably expand this way because we're going to do oil production and stuff out like that. So great. Oh wow, just made it connection there. And of course what we're going to need to do is run a big underground heating pipe. Connect you up to there. So that's going to sort out the heating and the road there. We'll just remove that road there. So we may actually, once we know what the pollution's like, we could actually expand out this way a little bit. Eventually these houses will probably go as well. So that solves the heating. What is this here? Private school. Okay, I'm going to need that built. No construction. There's a path to this. Oh, haha. We need that built. Right, the next thing we're going to need to do is put in the sewage system. I don't really want to use chemicals out here. I think I'd rather make this a little bit more independent. What's the terrain like? Yeah. This has got a bit of an upward slope. This looks like it's rising as well. This is going to make it a little bit tricky. I think what we may have to do is put it out here. Let's see if we can get the water, the outfall discharge. Looks like we may have to come out here. Okay, we're gonna have a problem here. Let me just see if I can get in. Right, so we can get it there. So it looks like we're going to have to come here, which is going to cause a bit of a problem because this is rising terrain. We're going to have to, can I actually do some leveling? Okay, we don't have a, it's not going to work. Because what we're going to have to do is we've got this terrain here, which is on this line here, which means I need to clear some space here. So what I'm going to need to, right, I'm going to have to bring out a reconstruction office. Reconstruction office, put you there. And we're just going to have to get rid of you. And what we're going to have to do is I'm going to right, we're going to need to bring out two bulldozers and 2 excavators, and we're also that, because we got these operating out here, we're also going to have to put in a free gas station, which is something I didn't really want to do. Because one thing I did, we got 4 gas stations. Okay. Yeah, one thing I actually did off camera was go around and find the free construction offices and stuff like that. Simply because I I want to gather it for a project that I do want to do. Anyway, we're just gonna have to put you in there. Yeah, and the project I'm talking about is actually up here, which is to actually populate or create a town using ships. Now, this is, from the point of view of this actual game, is completely impractical, but it's an exercise that I want to do simply because it's something that I've got planned for an early start, where people arrive on an island and build a whole community from scratch. But I need to practice that actual process. So that's what we're going to be doing sometime in the future. Now that I've got a bit stymied with that, we're going to go back to... let me just check Stilton again. See what how the happiness is coming back. Whether make sure the happiness is coming back and there's no problems. Yeah. So it just shows that just that little bit of a problem with the heating, and then you've got a major disaster population drop. These guys are still going okay. New vehicle type available. What I will do is, since we've got to wait for the excavators, in fact it'll probably be the next part. Got a little bit of a dead patch there. I do want that bit filled in. Can I? Well, that's got a bit of road there. We're on the 22nd of May. So I'm just going to put that there. That should get hooked by this guy. Yep. I think this road is now as good as finished. We should have this bit finished, which should start to improve the flow of the traffic. I want that bit done. I think I might have but I've got the priority there. The priority there is good. We're going to change one, but the priority reduce to give way. Oops, cancel. Accept those changes. We can build that bit in there. This is an element of the game that I can't do it there. That's going to be a problem. We can kind of probably connect that bit to that bit there. How are you guys going? How many jobs have you got? You've got 2 jobs. That's probably because you picked up that other job that's been done. I think we'll give you that one there. We may have a bit of a problem here. Actually, I've just remembered. How well... Come back to... Where are we? Has that pipeline been... Yeah, it's now gone. Do I want to remove that? We've got that pipeline there. We've got that pipeline there. So we've got this here, water substation. That needs to be built. We also need the heating plant brought in. Actually, who's building this? Got concrete and the free construction office. Well, you're not going to finish the job, are you? I think what we can do, if these guys aren't busy, no, they're not busy, so we will bring these in to, because this isn't high priority, but it'd be nice to have it. Hopefully now, yeah, we've now got spare capacity back into here as well. This kindergarten, we've got this kindergarten over here is okay. We need this road built. I'm gonna get the Stilton guys on that. I need that finished. And we've now stabilized the water supply in this area, which is good. What's this? All related vehicles here. Yeah, we got water tanker. Probably putting water in there, but it's probably a bit pointless. what I want to do here is I'd like to try and improve the efficiency of this area here. Although you can see it's kind of been waiting too long. I think you game. Where are you? Yeah, collided here. Okay. Right. Okay, you're on. He's probably blocking himself. Yeah. Yeah, because of this circle here, he was blocking himself. This is one of the problems that you can get with construction trains. There was self-blocking here. Actually, this line here is actually... Why are you showing no power here? So let me just check something. Okay. Why are you... Okay, we need a... That's a bit weird. What is not got... Let me just see. Okay. Right, let me just... I think I've messed this up, but I think I can fix it. Okay, you've still got 4 jobs allocated. How are you guys going? You've still got 3 jobs allocated. What we will do is put you there. This, I'll just check here. Gain, shift. Okay. Right, we're going to need to electrify these lines out while these guys are doing that. Okay. Right, back to what I was wanting to do. I'm back over here. This is something that was suggested quite a long time ago, which I've never really got round to doing. And that is that I need to put water into this area. That's 7, that's 10. Can I level this area out a bit? See if I can... Okay, we've just leveled that out a bit. That's 4, that's 7. What's the height there? 4. Okay, that's a problem. Because that's 3.5, that's 6, that's 4. Okay. This is... Right, what I'm going to have to do is... put in a sewage discharge, if we can get it in. Okay, we got sewage discharge there. That's good. I think this is 7. I really need to drop this area down a bit. How far down have we got now? That's 3. I can open up this area here a bit. This might cause a little bit of a problem. Right. Mod. Okay. Get rid of Geo. Sewage treatment plant. Not that one. This one we need to put in. Check the height again over cursor. 3.7. Now, in theory, we shouldn't need that much capacity. One pipeline should be enough. We will need a footpath connections to here. Gravel to there. Right, what we got to do now is find the height, because we got to get in the sewage disposal. The most important area is here. So we need to put in a sewage tank here. I need to cover all these areas here. We're never going to build anything out that way, so the further over I can build this, the better. If I could get, I mean, if we could cover the incinerator and the fire station like that. I don't, well, we actually, can we come back that way? That, the incinerator's the important one. If we could, well, yeah, that'd be pretty good. So if I can cover, yeah, I want to, and you're actually covering that wood chopping place there as well. Underground. Again, we could probably get away with medium pipes because this area is fairly mature. So it's not like we're going to put this in here, get rid of that. You're there. Okay, so we haven't covered the, what we call it, the explosives factory there. So the next one up. Oh, game. Don't do this to me. Okay, what we're gonna have to do is put another one. That explosives factory. We've got to cover this area. So in some ways, if I can get that, we could put you just on that limit there, like that. Oops, can't do it. We don't need that covered, is it? Because that is covered by the one that we put in here. So we could push this up, say to about there. Put you there. We may have to kind of overlap. And then you again, we'll just run medium pipe. This one's going to be some infrastructure in the way. Thank you, game. Requires proper slope. Okay, this one's horrible, but I'll take it. Because we are building into mature area, so where is that going? That's coming in there. Now we're gonna have to, we've got this one, where is it? This one covers everything into here. This one is covering these. I don't think we've got the power station covered, so I'm gonna have to kind of zoom in a bit here. I mean, to be honest, the gravel plant there doesn't need efficiency. So in some degrees, that one we can kind of just ignore. So if we put another pipe in there, okay, this is what I was worried about. Okay, we'll let the game find its way there. Actually, if I, what's the height here? As they say, in for a penny, in for a pound. That's 3.19. That's, if I break this here and put a sewage switch in there, just put a switch there. This might, no, it's not going to do it, is it? That will. Redo this one. Okay. So we'll hook you to there. Hook you into there. And then we might as well just finish it all off so it's nice and complete. We've got that area there. Actually, if we, what's the height here? Yeah, that's 7 meters. So if we actually put you, that's covered anyway, that's the prison. If we put you about there, that will cover these two. Not that this is probably ever going to get built, but and then hook you into there like that. What that will mean is that we will get a fairly effective sewage system in here, and what that means is we can now push in these guys, because these guys spend most of their time just twiddling their thumbs anyway. So what's that? Road connection does not exist. Okay, we need to build that. And actually, no, cancel. You can't build that, but what you can do is start building these in. Actually, we'll start with the probably the most important one. Get you built there and there, and come up here. Where is the road crew? You don't have a lot to do, so you're the specialist in these jobs. So where are we? You build that and that. Right, I'm aware that I'm probably running out of time on this video, so we're just going to have another quick spin round and see. We've got happiness is improving. Just want to see, we're on the 6th of June now. Oh yeah, one problem I had out here as well was one of these for some reason stopped producing, so I need to look at that as very quickly. Just want to take a quick look at, yeah, we are maintaining the crops in here, and I just want to check the capacities of the silos. This one's still got crops in it. These will still be almost jam-packed, so this is the reason for the food factory. Okay, and yeah, I've had a bit of a mystery here in the sense that this area here, see, these were functioning normally. This is an expansion field, and so what I'm going to do is we're just going to come to a factory, And I'm going to see if I can rebuild the grape field. So this is grape. If I put in grape, I'm hoping to put this back in again. Problem is that this, yeah, I think we can get you back in here like that. Where's my road crew? Up here. So I do want to rebuild this. I think that gets the waste collection here. Like that. You can build that. And this isn't a high priority because I think at the moment that is going quite good. So we just need to replace that. I am wondering whether we could get another field in here, actually. Let me just see. We get another big field in here, behind here. I think we will. Slip another big field here. Add you to the farm. Actually, this has been cleaned up now, isn't it, as well? So can we get another big field in here? Yeah, I think we're got another big field in here. And we're at the farm. This farm to you to there as well. And that will take this farm up to a higher capacity. And I'll just look at the road situation here. I don't think I can improve these roads that ill. We could do, right, this bit of road here is finished. The problem we're going to have now is if I remove this road here, if we could get a temporary road out of here to there, we can fill in that little last bit. Okay, you're a bit stifled, so we'll just use you guys. Yeah, but factory connection. Actually, we're going to mark you high priority. Get that building. In fact, I think what we will do is, one of the advantages now, the fact that you've got to keep construction offices in your area for maintenance. Doing little jobs like this is a lot easier than it used to be, where quite often when you moved on, you used to remove the construction offices. Now, because you've got to leave them behind. Right, this bit's been built as well, so we can now remove this bit of road here. If I get, there, we can get a bit of road in there. Problem is going to be this bit here. Okay, we'll just let this go. Actually, we can put you on and assist with this one. Actually, and you. Where are you? You can get an assist on that as well. Anyway, I've gone over time with this video, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I will most likely do is try and play on a bit, because we've got such a backlog of work to do that I just need to give the construction crews a chance to catch up. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.